Guys, I have finally maxed out my base. Exciting, right? Well, actually, not really. When that final upgrade was complete, I thought I would be a little more excited and feel accomplished, but honestly, a big part of the fun in Boom Beach is working toward those upgrades, and now I just have two unemployed builders, one of which is gonna be dead, so to speak, in like 7 days here. It's kind of sad, and back a couple years ago, before HQ23, when I maxed out my base initially, it was a lot more exciting, but I guess that's just how life is. But anyway, today I am going to be doing some tank, bombardier, and medic attacks. Now, I was kind of excited today to look at what the current tribe boosts were, because they did switch, and then I look, and that wasn't that exciting either, so kind of a disappointing cycle in Boom Beach here, but I did boost up the medic healing, and we are going to be using medics today. But before we do, I have to give up my 44% resource reward. I'm sorry. Now, I don't really have any statues like damage or GBE statues in the storage, but I do have a building health that I am going to deploy in place of that resource reward. Now, I won't hesitate to remove it and add a damage or gunboat energy statue once I do get it, but might as well take the ice for now. And let's hop into some attacks here. We'll start it off easy. Now, you guys know Christian and I, we're not the biggest fans of tank medic, but this isn't any ordinary tank medic video. We have bombardiers, which just make it a lot more fun. I wanted to bring bullet, but I know the medics will just kind of step out and try and heal up bullet since he is the tank, so we're decided to bring Captain Everspark Critter Spawn. And as we approach those mines, I'm getting a little bit nervous. I'm gonna throw a couple boxes of critters. This base should be no problem. Level 59, pretty high up here in metals, so interesting one. We're gonna throw an artillery, get rid of that shock mine, and this base probably won't stand that much longer. It looks like we do have a tank that's getting hit by a boom cannon, a shock blaster, and I threw a box of critters instead of a shock bomb. Oopsie. But we're gonna try and get a couple shock bombs out, try and get rid of that shock blaster. And how are my medics doing? I was hoping their extra 50% healing would you know, just heal up tanks and 1 or 2 swipes, but looks like that's a little disappointing as well. We've lost 2 already, and once I start hitting some max level or near max level people, I'm going to be a little bit nervous. Some bases up here, just under 900, you know. Not the hardest bases you'll ever find, but they can be a little bit difficult. And looks like my bombardiers are doing a good job. Honestly, I'm thinking about going back and bringing an extra boat of bombardiers instead of medics. What do you guys think? Will I do it? Yes, I will, because bombardiers are fun. Why not add more fun into the strategy here? And this person, level 59, had a boosted ice statue. Interesting one. I would recommend getting resource reward instead. Focus on those upgrades, but I mean, you do you, man. And why are we looking at my statues right now? We need to switch this boat of medics into a boat of bombardiers now. The one I don't get is, why does Boom Beach give us Cryoneer health? It seems like every 3rd tribe cycle or something. I just don't get it. Not a lot of people use Cryoneers. I mean, they do have place in some strategy, but it's not like they're a tanky unit. I mean, it's nice if they don't die right away, but that tribe, you know, every time I see it, I start raging on the inside a little bit. Jimmy gets very mad, but we're going to throw a couple barrages. I mean, 1 barrage, 1 artillery, clear up some of that spicy mines right there, and then we are just going to throw down our troops in the bottom left corner. Will that boom cannon snipe ever spark? No, I was getting a little bit nervous there, and as we do sort of enter this base, I will start deploying some shock bombs. This base should not be too bad. I'm going to throw a couple more out. It does look like a couple of our tanks are getting a little bit low. Boom cannon sort of harassing them, but you know, as soon as those CMOs come off cooldown, that's going to be another threat we are going to have to worry about. But looking at it, we don't have that many defenses separating us from the HQ, so I think we'll just be fine and dandy for this attack. I'm going to throw box critters, try and get some of those defenses to turn onto each other, pop a critter spawn. And then once we do take out that SEMO and shock launcher, I will be able to flare onto the HQ. It looks like our troops are getting distracted, going off to the right hand side there, and boom, taking it out, and we are gonna flare onto the HQ. How we doing? Good job, bombers. I see you. Boom. There we go, taking out that level 68. He did have an ice statue lineup, but honestly, that base seemed kind of easy, just like that level 59 there. So, does level really matter in Boom Beach? Question of the century. Just kidding, but let's just work our way around. Soon we're going to be into the ice zone. Maybe we'll simulate crying ears, but you know, that's not how Boom Beach works. I'm going to throw box critters right there. Should take out a boom mine and a shock mine there, and then I will sacrifice an artillery. When we do place down our troops, I'm gonna immediately throw a shock, and by immediately I mean I'm gonna let my troops step up first, because they weren't being really targeted there. And as we do, you know, this guy got 2 shock blasters. Shock blasters are a nuisance when it comes to tanks. My goodness, for other troops, it seems the shock blaster, you know, it focuses one unit, and then, you know, that unit, it just gets singled out and destroyed. But with tanks, it seems like they just go and spray. They're like, and then it like hits all the tanks. I don't know. Can you guys relate? It's kind of annoying, to be honest, but here we go. I'm going to throw a shock right there, and our troops are looking pretty fine right now. We're going to throw a flare. I probably should have let them take out that shock blaster. It looks like it had enough health to take on an artillery. We'll throw another one, and now this base should be free. Bombers hitting that HQ. I give it a half-second standing, and boom, there it goes. Honestly, I've never used this strategy before, but I'm liking it. I do have a boost on my statues, so kind of at this medal count, I do want to be attacking and clearing my map unboosted, preferably. Now, usually 1 or 2 bases still stand after that. You know, those try-hard ice bases, they'd be standing steady after I try and attack them, but you know, nothing wrong with boosting, especially when you got well over 1,000 power powder. And by well over 1,000, I mean 1,030, which, I mean, it's a lot of power powder. I don't think I could spend that unless I want to boost up every single one of my statues, like for 100 days or something. But we're going to keep reinforcing some shocks here. I think this will be the toughest attack of the day so far. Does he have an ice statue lineup? I don't even see where. Yeah, he does have a couple ice statues there, and then a very persistent base, so to speak. Just a lot of layers of defenses. I'm kind of giving his laser beams opportunity to snipe out some of my bombardiers, but you know, majority of them still alive. I think we'll be fine now. We took out most of the threatening defenses. I threw a box of critters. I probably should have just waited and threw a shock bomb right onto there, because the laser beams still be firing. We need our bombardiers to take it out ASAP, and now I don't see anything really standing in the way of this HQ anymore. Started that attack, I was, you know, sweating a little bit, thinking, you know, this base actually has a chance against this strategy. But as soon as we did take out like the first 3 or 4 layers, you know, with the amount of bombardiers we had left, there was no chance. We're gonna easily be able to destroy it. But we did lose 1 bombardier off each boat. Rest in peace. But you know, we'll just retrain them up like it's nothing. That instant training be hitting spicy today. But thank you for the ice crystal. I appreciate it. You'll be turned into power powder eventually, which, you know, you should be proud of. And ever since I removed that resource reward, our gold count is going down. Tanks are expensive units, so I'm gonna have to keep a good gold supply now. What we're gonna do, we're gonna throw box critters. Spread, I didn't even spread out my tanks. I was trying to spread out my tanks, but I kind of just lazily placed down my tanks there. And we're gonna shock that beach because he got all of his boom cannons there. And all of his shock blasters, or shock launchers I should say. But we're going to take it out. We'll burn it down, and then as those boom cannons come off cooldown, we will reinforce that shock bomb. And now this base, you know, it's nervously laughing. It's like, it's just a matter of time before CosmicDuo takes me out here. But just to help on my troops a little bit, I'm going to throw box critters. Should take out the boom mine and shock mine. And it didn't take out the shock mine, but that's what we threw the artillery for, so kind of sad there. But now we are just slowly rolling up to this HQ, saying hello to this base, you know. Taking out every building individually. I do see those hot pots, but those hot pots don't really mean anything. If they were closer to the beach and forced me to throw extra shock bombs, you know, this base would have been more difficult, but since I have all this time to just collect all this GBE, you know, this base isn't any problem. We'll collect like 150 here before we even run into the hot pot. The critters have arisen the hot pots. He's like, my time has come. Let's try and oh, I'm shocked. Darn. Didn't see that one coming. And now we are just taking it out. Might as well get that other hot pot excited and then shock it as well, you know. Kind of insult him. And throw a med kit onto that tank because it's a little bit low. So that base, pretty easy. Just throw 2 shock bombs, 3 shock bombs at the start there, and that base was essentially done. But even with that easy attack, our gold supply is not doing well, as you guys can tell. But I think we're going to wrap today up on a level 60 with 2 shock blasters and a microwaver. You know, I don't see the point of people using all their proto parts at such a... you know, he got his prototypes down, but he doesn't have an ice statue layout. But he does have a power stone chance layout, you know. You don't really see those these days. But I'm not going to judge, man. I mean, especially when people use green bases, like, I would much rather have a power stone chance. Power stones are, like, fun. You get that power stone chance down, you get, like, 600% power stone increase. You're getting, like, crystals on crystals. And, you know, as Dr. Kavan says, as the crystal guides. I don't blame him one bit now that I think about it. You know, I applaud this. One day, I am going to save up my Power Stone statues, and starting today, I'm going to start saving them up. But I am going to get an all Power Stone layout. I know Christian's going for that all defensive or all troop damage layouts. You know, we're going all Power Stone. We're going to try and collect as much as we can. I think people have done that in the past. You know, the OG Boom Beach YouTubers. I don't remember which one, so I don't want to give any unnecessary shout-outs here. But as we do kind of ramble and rant, we are going to finish off this level 60. So that's going to be what I'm working toward next. Getting that Power Stone Chance base layout. Thank you for the inspiration, our Chinese name friend or Korean name friend or Japanese. I honestly don't know what characters those were, but we're gonna retrain our tanks, and that's gonna be our next goal, getting those Power Stone chants. So now I was a little bummed out, you know, starting that video kind of being a little bit negative toward my base being max, but now I've re-energized my Boom Beach goals, so I'm excited. But anyway, that's going to be it for me today. If you did enjoy this Boom Beach video, make sure you guys do drop a like. But we will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.